I want to discuss one more thing. I almost forgot. The Last of Us 2. Now, I wanted to give my official review since Kurt couldn't be here, because Kurt actually did the walkthrough. He actually played the game. He actually played the first game. So he would probably be able to give a more comprehensive review of this game. But I've watched the gameplay. Take this with a grain of salt because I did not play the first game, but I thought the game was excellent. The characterizations were excellent. I've heard all this crap about how people hated the ending. I was like, what game did you watch? Because the game I watched, Curtis play, of course, was excellent. I mean, they put these characters through the depths of hell and back. These are some of the, two of the most, I'm spoilers from here on out if you haven't played the game yet and you're planning to play it. But we pretty much got two of the most badass females I've ever seen in any genre, hands down. I mean, these women were just total badass. And usually when you see women kicking ass in a movie or something, it looks fake. It's just a little bit unbelievable. You have to really suspend your disbelief. But this character, Abby, in the game, she was ripped. And even though Ellie is a little skinny girl who probably couldn't lift 50 pounds, she had her own way of overwhelming her enemies. And, you know, she was never punching people out or anything like that. She usually used knives or something, some kind of weapon. She would sneak up on people or whatever. But the way they sold the aggression in these women worked for me in a way I haven't seen in any action movie with females as protagonists. And I just have my hats off to that. So why did this game allow so many people, why are they dogging this game so badly? Well, my thought is that, once again, we got these Gamergate outright people who don't like diversity. And the fact is, Ellie is a lesbian. So, even though the girl she was with in the game, Dina, she's bisexual because, as you probably already know, if you play the game, she gets pregnant by her old boyfriend. So, I think a lot of people had a bad reaction to that. And the fact that there were not one, but two protagonists, female protagonists that you could play in the game, I think that rubbed some of them the wrong way. Of course, and some of the guys in the game, to me, they were the kind of guys, they were a little bit too nice. I could kind of see why some alpha male gamer dude would have a problem with because all of them, there's an Asian guy in a movie in a game called Jesse, and then there's another guy, I forget his name, but he was the guy interested in Abby. Both of them were kind of liberal minded, for lack of a better word. They're kind of wimpy, sensitive guy. And they're not really wimpy, I wouldn't say that. Because they were killers too, but they wasn't as good of killers as either Abby or Ellie. So there was that, but they were just so sensitive. I'm sorry about that, my stereotypical gay voice, but I'm from the perspective of somebody on the outright. That's probably how they were thinking of these characters. Oh, they just these sensitive thinking men. And, you know, to somebody playing Call of Duty or something like that, maybe that rubbed them the wrong way. I could definitely see that. But taken as a whole, this game was badass. I mean, the environments that you had to climb through just seemed so freaking desolate. I mean, and I've been to Seattle, man. I think they killed it with the the site, what do you call it? The environment design. It's just so gritty and so real in a lot of ways. And the danger was ever present. It was a badass game. That's all I can say. It's just a badass game. The ending went on a little bit too long. If I was gonna criticize anything, it would probably be that. The fact that Ellie could just not let go, because as you probably know, if you played the game, Ellie. Okay, the basic plot is Joel gets killed by the daughter of the doctor that Joel killed in the last game. So the girl that actually ends up killing him actually has a good reason for killing. I mean, he killed her father. And Ellie wanted to give her life for a vaccine in the last game. So the fact that Ellie would be so upset that Joel died, because she does see him as a father, I don't know. I found it kind of hard to believe that Abby pretty much, she refuses to kill Ellie 2 times. And yet Ellie still goes and hunts her down and almost kills her. So, but, spoiler, big spoiler there. But, yeah, that ending was getting kind of annoying that Ellie kept, she left. She could have had this great life with Dina and the baby, and she chose this life of constant revenge. And I think that was the moral of the story. In fact, I know that's the moral of the story. That, what's that old saying? Anybody that pursues revenge should dig 2 graves, something like that. I definitely can see what they're talking about, because you're just wasting your life. That's not to say that we should be all forgiving. I'm one of these people who think, hey, somebody kills a member of my family, I think they should pay. But at a certain point, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. I think it's definitely what the message here was. It's just not worth it. You got to let go at some point and live your life. But that's all I got. I would like to thank my subscribers. Thanks for hanging in there, guys, as we try to find our footing in this post-pandemic environment. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that bell so you know when our next episode drops. Give us a like. Please like. Even if you give us a dislike, it's seen as engagement by YouTube, and it helps us. So give us a comment. Let us know what you think. I'm trying to get better about my engagement, folks. I'm trying to get better about interacting with you guys. So if you have a comment, go ahead and make a comment down below, and I will do my best to answer it in a timely fashion. But that's all I got for today. I'd like to thank you again, and be safe out there, guys. And I will see you when I see you. Thanks for watching.